according to my research, Canada has not given more people visa bans the way they have done these past 2 years, last year and this year. Just go online. The records are there. Even on my various social media platforms, the DMs, I can't even count the number of people who have sent me messages letting me know that Canada has given them visa bans. These are the ones who received the message or messages directly from IRCC. Maybe a few of the travel agents were also transparent by receiving this ban message and transmitting it to their clients. But it will also shock you to know that those of you using travel agents, those of you whom travel agents have given 100% Canada visa guarantee, that your travel agents, some of them have received these visa ban messages, but they are not going to tell you. And the reason why they are not going to tell you is that how can a travel agent who promised a client that if that client pays 3 million, 4, 5, 6 million naira, CFA, thousands of dollars, that Canada visa is a guarantee, and eventually these clients paid like the travel agent asked, and now this same client has received visa ban as a result of the travel agent's negligence. So how can this travel agent now transmit this message or relay this message to this client? Because automatically, it's like you collected those millions to give somebody visa ban. So by so doing, many of these travel agents, they are telling their clients, oh, I have not received any message. Clients have reached out to their various travel agents, letting the travel agents know that Canada has started sending messages to people. How far? Please check the email. Some of these messages, I'm sure that some of these messages are chilling in many emails, and some of these travel agents have seen it, but they will never relay it to their clients because this ban is as a result of many of the travel agents' fault. So do well to reach out to your travel agents to let them know that whatever it is, the content of that message, they should send it to you. You want to see it. Because people will continually lose money for visa applications because they don't know they have been banned. Okay, imagine somebody has been barred for 5 years from applying for any of the Canada visas, and this person did not get this message. The travel agent received it and did not transmit this message or relay this message to the client. So in the client's mind, please let me find another travel agent to apply for this visa for me next year. Next year comes. This same client meets a travel agent. This client is ready to pay millions of naira, millions of CFA, thousands of dollars again for visa application, and pays. Application is done. Not knowing that the previous travel agents who applied for visa for you knew that you have been barred from applying for Canada visas but did not tell you. So in your mind, you are going to get it this time. You are not getting it because your 5-year ban has not yet elapsed. So please, if you are just coming across my channel for the first time, do well to subscribe to this channel. And I want to sincerely thank all my returning and existing subscribers. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. And also give this video a big thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend this content to others who are also or might also be interested in it. And do well to share this content, share the link to this video to your friends and loved ones and to your various groups on social media so that people can become aware of what is currently happening. This ban is like a pandemic. People are not even aware. So do well to reach out to your travel agents, convince them, talk to them that you want to know. Now, what are these reasons that has led to these various visa bans? Misrepresentation. Now, what am I trying to say here? The Canadian immigration realized that a lot of people have applied for Canada visas using fake marriage certificates. Because when you apply for any of the Canada visas and you tender a fraudulent document, I am most likely sure it is going to lead to visa ban. And there are also cases where the Canadian immigration also discovered that people were using fraudulent education documents like results, degrees. This is not just pertaining or restricted to one continent, like from all around, from everywhere. And by so doing, you are automatically calling for you to be banned from applying for a visa. There have also been cases where people were refused to enter Canada after landing in Canada with a visa. And eventually, these people had their visas cancelled because they were deemed inadmissible to Canada, maybe for one reason or the other. And there are people, while they were filling their Canadian visa application form, were asked, have you been banned from visa application before? Some said no. And the answer was a yes. And the issue with this question is that some people did it deliberately and some people did it without knowing that they have been banned. There are cases where people have been barred from visa application years prior before they did this particular application. And the travel agents they used did not even tell them they have been barred. So automatically, because they were not aware that they have been banned from applying for any of the Canada visas, they now ticked that place no. So to them, they have not been banned from applying for any visas, but they have. It's just that the person who received the message did not tell them. And there are also cases where airlines refused to allow Canada visitor visa holders from their countries to board some certain flights. Because maybe probably these flights already got notification that certain people's visas have been cancelled. Just go online. A lot of people have had their visas cancelled. Visas that were already issued to them. Say, take visa, bring your passport, submit your passport, collect visa. The submitted passports, the collected visas. At the end of the day, that same visa they gave you was later cancelled. And now, there are cases where most of these visa bans also came from the clients. Because many of you jump from one travel agent to another. You apply for Canada visa this year. You used Mr. A as your travel agent. You got denied. You are applying for Canada visa next year. You used Mr. B to apply for the visa. You got denied. The following year, you used Agent C to apply for that visa. This kind of movement, in many cases, leads to visa ban. Because in many cases, many of you do not even do follow-ups. You just pay the travel agent the millions you people pay according to your agreement, and you leave everything for the travel agent. Even when the travel agent is filling the form and submitting, it doesn't concern you or bother you to ask the travel agent to send you a copy for you to review that application form before the final submission. So whatever mistake the travel agent makes in that visa application automatically stands in your name and will go a long way to affect you in any way you are consequently or subsequently, so to speak, applying for visas. You pay, you relax. In your mind, you have paid travel agent, they know what to do. There are cases where people were single, travel agents put for the visa form say they don't marry, whereas they were single. And the travel agent did not even relay this information to the clients. And now that visa application got denied. In their system, you are married, even though you are single. And you are applying again with another travel agent. You are claiming single. And while you are claiming single, you ought to have come with a divorce decree in your subsequent visa application. Because the first visa application, the travel agent mistakenly put that you were married. So if you are applying again subsequently and you are claiming single, it means that you were once married and now you are divorced. And by so doing, you have to include a divorce decree, or you want to call it a divorce certificate, or you may want to call it a divorce document from the court to show the visa officer that you were once married and now you are not single. But there is no document to that effect because you are not even aware that the previous travel agents you used indicated in your visa form that you are a married man or a married woman. So these are many reasons that may lead to you not ever getting a visa. And imagine, there are also cases where they discovered that people were lying. Across board, you are submitting different documents and they are showing that you are of different age at the same time, which means you are lying. If you have a document that portrays a certain number of age for you, and you have another document that portrays a different age entirely from this very document, it is very, very important for you to try to reconcile these ages, maybe by way of court affidavits before your visa application. But many of you will neglect all this. Imagine your wife is saying you were born in 1978. Now your NECO is saying you were born in 1979. Now your primary school certificate is showing that you were born in 1980. Now your international passport is showing that you were born in 1985. Like something is wrong. You, same person, in one visa application, different type of ages for just you. No, nah. Before you will get a visa with this kind of documents, it is going to be difficult. And moving forward, this is the remedy to this whole thing. Whenever you meet a travel agent, if you are not applying for any of these visas yourself, before you pay that travel agent any amount of money, let the travel agent know that before the final submission, they must send you a copy of your visa form to go through, to make sure your name is correctly spelled, your date of birth, and other personal information that will be on that form are accurate. If you cannot tell a travel agent this, sometimes it may be difficult for you to even request for it. So it is easy to ask these questions. It is easy to demand for things like this before you pay. Because before payment, many of these travel agents, they seem to be loyal. But after payment, they are no longer loyal to you. So this is what I will advise. Now, there are cases where bank statements were determined to be fraudulent. Also, don't forget, in some cases, these countries, they reach out to the bank to verify if you have an account with that bank. So one of the biggest reasons for Canada visa bans these past years and counting is fraudulent bank statements. You have a huge sum of money in your bank account. You cannot explain in your visa application how you made this money. Even the job or business you said you were doing does not even reflect that you can make such an amount of money from that job or that business. So in many cases, these people will just feel that maybe you borrowed money from somebody and put inside your bank account. Whatever tactics you think you are using, in many cases, these countries, they already know. That is why it is very, very important for you to be honest and smart in your visa applications. So moving forward, let your travel agents know. If you cannot agree to show me a copy of my visa application form before submission, for me to go through it and verify that everything is well put in there, I am not ready to deal with you. So moving forward, this is what you need if you really want to apply for a visa and get it. And please stay away from Dagbo, Skaya, Abrabidi, and fraudulent documents. If you are given 5-year visa ban in Canada, it might affect your US visa application, UK visa application, Australia visa application, and New Zealand visa application, and even other countries' visas. So try to avoid it. So this is where I draw a curtain right here on this content. Please let me know what you want me to make a content on next, and surely I will deliver. Please avoid visa ban and try to be on high alert. Follow your travel agent bumper to bumper so that they don't get you into trouble. I will see you on the next content. Have a good one, guys.